This segment of Indiana Farm Report takes us over to the Orem Farm over in Clinton County. The family raises cattle to provide freezer beef for customers. Now, unlike a lot of local businesses, the COVID-19 pandemic has actually increased sales for their business.
You all right? All right.
Even on cold days, you can always find Jared Orem and his son Caleb taking care of their cattle.
We are a freezer beef operation primarily. We sell beef by quarters, halves, and wholes.
Jared and his wife Joelle own and operate a direct farm-to-fork cattle business called Orem Farms.
We raise the cattle. We love the cattle. They become pets, like pets to us, but at the same time we know people, they want to eat and they need to eat.
The cattle they raise are 90 to 95% grass-fed.
We're not, we're not stacking them full of preservatives and different things like that to make them grow faster or anything.
The cattle are given a little bit of grain every 2 to 3 days, which is harvested directly from the Orem farm.
We harvest it. It all goes into our big wagons. We grind it up, and then we feed it in small amounts every couple days to our cattle.
When the grain is grinded in the wagon, it's mixed with a mineral supplement, which Orem says helps the cattle maintain good health and body temperature. Prior to the COVID-19 pandemic, Orem's business was doing pretty well.
It was not uncommon prior to the pandemic to put out an ad and get 50 calls.
But then business picked up.
The trend before the pandemic was definitely back towards the farm to fork, but it wasn't necessarily to the scale that it is now. People are very concerned with what they're eating.
As soon as the COVID-19 pandemic began, Orem saw a drastic increase in the number of customers who wanted meat raised directly on a local farm.
Definitely COVID has changed how people are trending towards back to private food operations and getting their beef and their pork and other meats directly from farms.
Orem said when the COVID-19 shutdown began, he was constantly on the phone fulfilling orders.
The day that it happened, I spent the next 3 days on the phone trying to get people scheduled out because I had a smaller base then of customers.
Looking forward to the future, the cattle farmer believes people learned a lot from the pandemic, including planning ahead and changing spending habits.
People are planning ahead. They're spending their money in different ways than they did, prior to the pandemic.
Orem is continuing to fill orders for new and old customers.
We're getting a lot of repeat customers. Our business has grown exponentially.
While continuing to keep up with the growing demand for locally raised meat, the Orem family will continue to take care of their cattle.
The Orem farm would like to expand their operation in the near future. Orem said they are planning on raising chickens and turkeys.